Hi, good morning. Welcome back into the chemistry class. As earlier we discussed about the average rate, instantaneous rate, order of the reaction, molecularity, etc. So in the case of rate determination, the experimental rate determination, we plot a graph between concentration of reactants or products versus time. From that plot, we draw a tangent at a time t, and slope of the tangent or the line is the rate of the reaction. It is not always convenient to determine the instantaneous rate by plotting concentration of R versus time. And hence the determination of rate law and order is difficult. This difficulty is overcome by, this difficulty can be removed by integrating the differential rate equation. What is a differential rate equation? Differential rate equation means minus the concentration of R divided by dt is equal to K into concentration of R raised to N. In the last section we learned N. N is the order of the reaction, the total order of the reaction. Here we consider only one reactant. So generally minus D of concentration of R divided by dt is equal to K into concentration of R raised to N. N is order of the reaction. What are the different ordered reactions? First order reaction, second order reaction, third order reaction, zero order reaction, fraction order reactions. So in integrated rate equation, I already discussed, integrated rate equation helps us calculate or determine the rate constant of a reaction. Here we easily calculate the rate constant. Okay? So in this section we discuss about the integrated rate equations. In plus 2, only two order, zero order and first order. First we discuss zero order reaction, integrated rate equation for zero order reaction. What is zero order reaction? What is zero order reaction? In the case of zero order reaction, the concentration of reactant do not affect the rate of the reaction. Zero order reaction means the power is zero in the concentration term of rate law. Consider, here also we consider a general equation, general hypothetical equation. Reactants R gives P. Reactant R gives P. What is the rate of this reaction? The rate of this reaction is equal to minus D of concentration of R divided by dt. That is equal to K into concentration of R raised to 0. You put equation number 1. Put a equation number 1. Rearranging the equation. First we have to write minus D of concentration of R divided by dt is equal to K. Any number raised to 0 is equal to 1. Equation number 2. Then rearranging this equation. By rearranging the equation, the differential of concentration of R, D of concentration of R is equal to minus and dt goes into the right side. So minus K into dt, equation number 3. By integrating this equation, integrating the equation, we get integrated rate equation. For that, we understand some general equations in integration. Integral x raised to n is equal to, what is it? X raised to n plus 1 divided by n plus 1 plus I. I is the integration constant. Integral dx is equal to x plus I. Integral of a constant k itself. Integral of 1 by x dx is equal to natural logarithm of x plus the integration constant. Okay, this is the some equations. You study a lot of equation in integration in mathematics. So integral x raised to n dx is equal to x raised to n plus 1 divided by n plus 1 plus I. I is the integration constant. Dx is equal to x plus I. Integration of a constant is constant itself. Integration of 1 by x dx is equal to natural logarithm of x plus I. So by integrating this equation, this is the integration sign. Integral d of concentration of R is equal to minus k is a constant. So take it in the constant itself. dt. What is the integral of dt? dx. Integral dx is equal to x. Similarly, integral. So, okay. One more step we have to write. Integral minus k dt. On integration, integral dr is equal to, apply this equation, concentration of R, that is equal to integral of a constant. One more step I added. Integral of a constant is constant itself. Then dt, integral of dt, apply this concept, t plus I. What is I? Integration constant. This is equation number 4. This is equation number 4. To determine the integration constant I, we have to determine the integration constant I. To determine the integration constant I, we take some conditions. We apply the condition when t is equal to 0. When t is equal to 0 means initial time. What about the concentration of R? Concentration of R becomes R0. At t is equal to 0, the concentration of R is equal to R0. Then substitute that into this equation. We get concentration of R0 is equal to minus k into 0. Because kt is minus k into 0 plus I. Then concentration of R0 is equal to I. Now we get the I, integration constant I. Okay, substitute this integration constant I into the equation number 4. So substitute 5 in 4. 5 in 4. Okay, we have to substitute. Concentration of R is equal to minus k into t. What is I? I is concentration of R0. Okay, by rearranging the equation, kt moves into the left side, R goes to the right side. K into t is equal to concentration of R0 minus concentration of R. Okay, remember that the concentration of R goes to the right side, minus kt moves to the left side. So k into t is equal to R0 minus R. Again one more rearrangement. K is equal to t moves to the denominator, R0 minus R divided by t. This is very easy to calculate the rate constant. As earlier, change in concentration divided by T2 minus T1. Here also K, rate constant K is equal to initial concentration minus concentration at a T time. Okay, initial concentration minus concentration at a T time divided by T. This equation helps to calculate the rate constant for a zero order reaction. Okay, zero order reaction. Once again, I explain. Consider a zero order reaction. R gives P. Rate is equal to minus D of concentration of R divided by dt is equal to K into concentration of R raised to 0. Any number raised to 0 is 1. So the equation becomes minus dr divided by dt is equal to K. Then dr. Again we are rearranging the equation. D of concentration of R is equal to minus K dt. Equation number 3. Integrating the equation, this equation. For that, this is the general equations. Okay, you just remember this. Apply these integral equations into integration. Integral d of concentration of R, integral minus k of dt. Then integral dr means the integral dx. Okay, similarly, we have to write concentration of R dx is equal to x plus I. I generally gives only one I. Okay, for integration you put one I. So R is equal to minus k is a constant on integration of a constant k itself. Then dt become t plus I, where I is the integration constant. To find out the integration, to determine the integration constant, we give some conditions. We apply some conditions. When t is equal to 0, R becomes R0, initial concentration. Then R0 is equal to minus k into 0 plus I. Then R0 is equal to I. Now we get the integration constants. What is the integration constant for R? Zero order reaction. It is R0. So substitute this 5 into 4. We get R is equal to minus k into t plus R0. Rearranging the equation. What we get? K into t is equal to R0 minus R. K is equal to, again we rearrange, K is equal to R0 minus R divided by T. Next we have to draw a graph between concentration versus time. Okay, concentration versus time. I think you are clear about this derivation. Okay, let's draw the graph for zero order reaction. For zero order, the concentration doesn't depend. However, we have to draw a plot between the concentration of reactant versus time. The equation R is equal to minus k into t plus R0. This equation. Once again I write here, concentration of R is equal to minus k into t plus concentration of R0. This equation is in the form of y is equal to ms plus c. The equation for a straight line. Y is equal to ms plus c is the equation for a straight line. What is y? It's a variable. X variable. M, the slope of the line. C, the intercept. Okay, let's draw a plot. Here we take the concentration of reactants. Here we take the time. Okay, so by plotting concentration of R versus time, the plot is like this. What is the slope of the reaction or slope of the line? Slope is equal to, slope is m minus k. Slope is m, that becomes minus k. What is the rate constant k? It is very easy, minus slope. So the rate constant of a reaction is easily determined from the graph also. Okay, so by plotting concentration of R versus time, we get a straight line. Okay, we get a straight line with the slope is equal to minus k and k rate constant k is equal to minus log. This is the intercept. This point is the intercept. That is R0. Correct. At t is equal to 0. Okay, this is the time axis. T is equal to 0. Concentration is R0. That's correct. So slope is minus k, k is equal to minus log. And one more thing, the zero order reaction is rarely occurs. It is uncommon. Why? The zero order reaction takes place at the surface of some catalyst, or it occurs under some conditions. Some enzyme catalyzed reactions. You know what are enzymes? Enzymes are biological catalysts. What are enzymes? Enzymes are biological catalysts. Then, one example I explained as earlier in the case of zero order reaction. Decomposition of ammonia over platinum on the surface of platinum or gold. So what happens in the surface of platinum or gold? At a high pressure and temperature, the ammonia gas is absorbed on the surface of the platinum or gold. Okay, platinum or gold. Then after that, after the complete adsorption, complete accumulation, the change in the pressure or the change in the concentration of the reactants do not affect the rate of the reaction. That's why we can say that it is zero order. Okay, the concentration or the change in the pressure do not affect the rate of the reaction, because maximum ammonia is on the surface of the platinum. Okay, more pressure do not absorb the ammonia on the surface of the platinum or gold. Okay, I give the example by equation. 2NH3 gives N2 plus H2, 3H2. This reaction occurs in the surface of platinum or gold. 1130 Kelvin. This is an example of zero order reaction. Another example is decomposition of hydrogen iodide. Okay, decomposition of hydrogen iodide at the surface of gold. Okay, at the surface of gold. Heat, decomposition, H2 plus I2. H2 plus I2. This is also an example of zero order reaction. Remember that in the absence of gold, the decomposition of hydrogen iodide is not a zero order reaction. As earlier I given to you, 2Hi gives H2 plus I2. The order of the reaction is 2. Okay, the order of the reaction is 2. Here, at the surface of gold or any catalyst, the order of the reaction is 0. You should remember that. Similarly, at the surface of platinum or gold, the decomposition of ammonia is 0. Otherwise, it is not a zero order reaction. Okay, I think you understand this concept. Next, we have to discuss about the integrated rate equation for first order reaction.